Once upon a time, in a big green jungle, there lived a tortoise named Tuco. Tuco had a very hard shell, but his heart was even harder. He was the stingiest animal in the whole jungle. Tuco's shell was dark green with pretty yellow spots. He was small, but he could walk for a long time without getting tired. Tuco was also very smart. He knew all the best places to find food in the jungle. Every day, Tuco would wake up early. He would slowly walk around the jungle, looking for good things to take home. He liked shiny rocks, colorful leaves, and especially tasty fruits. Tuco lived in a small hole under a big old tree. His home was full of all the things he had found. There were piles of fruits and nuts. There were stacks of shiny rocks and pretty leaves. But no matter how much he had, Tuco always wanted more. The other animals in the jungle didn't like Tuco very much. They thought he was mean because he never shared anything. One day, a little bird named Pip fell from her nest. She hurt her wing and couldn't fly. Pip hopped over to Tuco and asked, "Please, Tuco, can you help me? I'm hungry and I can't fly to get food." Tuco looked at the little bird. He had lots of berries in his home, but he didn't want to share. "Sorry," he said. "I don't have any extra food." Then he walked away, leaving poor Pip all alone. Pip's mom was very upset when she heard what happened. She told all the other animals about Tuco's meanness. After that, no one wanted to talk to Tuco. He was all alone, but he didn't care. He thought he was happy with all his things. One hot day, Tuco was walking in the jungle. He was looking for more things to take home. Suddenly, he heard a loud roar. The ground shook. Tuco got scared and hid in his shell. Then he heard a kind voice say, "Don't be scared, little one. I won't hurt you." Tuco peeked out of his shell. He saw a big lion with golden fur. The lion was so tall that Tuco had to look way up to see his face. The lion had a fluffy mane that looked like the sun. But even though the lion was big, he had a friendly smile. "I'm Leo," said the lion. "What's your name?" "I'm Tuco," said the tortoise, still a little scared. Leo sat down so he wouldn't look so big. "It's nice to meet you, Tuco. I'm new here. I've been walking for many days and I'm very hungry. Do you know where I can find some food?" Tuco thought about all the food in his home. He had more than he could ever eat, but he didn't want to share, so he lied. "Sorry, I don't know where any food is." Just then, Tuco's tummy made a loud noise. Leo looked at him funny. "Are you sure? It sounds like you're hungry too." Tuco's face turned red. "Oh, that's nothing. I'm fine." Leo looked sad. "Okay, I'll keep looking. Nice to meet you, Tuco." Then he walked away, his tail dragging in the dirt. Tuco felt a little bad as he watched Leo go. But then he remembered all his nice things at home, and he forgot about the hungry lion. For the next few days, Tuco kept seeing Leo. Each time, Leo looked thinner and weaker. His golden fur wasn't shiny anymore. He always asked Tuco if he knew where to find food, and every time, Tuco lied and said no. One day, Tuco saw the little bird Pip again. Her wing was better, and she was flying from tree to tree with her mom. They looked so happy together. For the first time, Tuco felt a little lonely. That evening, Tuco was walking home with some berries he had found. He heard a weak sound. He looked through some bushes and saw Leo lying on the ground. Leo looked very thin and sick. "Leo, are you okay?" Tuco asked. Leo looked up at Tuco. His eyes were sad. "I'm not doing well, Tuco. I can't find any food. I'm getting weaker every day. I think I might have to leave this jungle." Tuco felt bad. He looked at his berries, then at Leo. For the first time ever, Tuco felt sorry for being so stingy. "Here," said Tuco, pushing his berries towards Leo. "You can have these." Leo was surprised. His eyes got big. "Are you sure? I thought you said you didn't know where to find food." Tuco felt ashamed. He looked down at the ground. "I'm sorry, Leo. I lied. I have lots of food. I'm just not good at sharing." Leo smiled weakly. "Thank you, Tuco. This means a lot to me." He ate the berries slowly, savoring each one. As Leo ate, Tuco made a big choice. "Wait here," he said. "I'll be right back." Tuco went home as fast as he could. His little legs had never moved so quickly. When he got home, he gathered as much fruit as he could carry. He put mangoes, bananas, and berries in a big leaf. Then he dragged the leaf full of food back to Leo. When Leo saw all the food, his eyes filled with tears. "Tuco, this is so kind of you. I don't know what to say." As Leo ate, Tuco felt something he had never felt before. It was a warm, happy feeling in his heart. He realized that sharing felt good, much better than keeping everything for himself. "Leo," said Tuco, "I'm sorry I didn't share before. I've been very selfish. Can we be friends? Leo smiled, his mouth full of mango. I would like that very much, Tuco. From that day on, Tuco and Leo became best friends. Tuco shared his food with Leo. Leo kept Tuco safe from danger. They had many fun times in the jungle together. One day, they decided to explore a part of the jungle they had never seen before. They walked for hours, with Tuco riding on Leo's back when he got tired. Suddenly, they heard a loud cry. Help! Help! They ran towards the sound. They found a baby elephant stuck in the mud near a river. The poor little elephant was scared and couldn't get out. Don't worry, said Leo. We'll help you. Leo was strong, but he couldn't pull the baby elephant out by himself. Tuco had an idea. He found some long vines and tied them together to make a rope. Leo held one end in his mouth, and the baby elephant held the other end with his trunk. Pull, shouted Tuco. Leo pulled and pulled. Slowly, the baby elephant started to come out of the mud. With one final big pull, the elephant was free. Thank you, said the baby elephant. He was so happy that he sprayed water on them with his trunk. They all laughed. News of Tuco and Leo's good deeds spread quickly through the jungle. Animals started coming to them for help. Tuco and Leo were always ready to lend a hand or a paw. Tuco learned that being rich isn't about what you have. It's about what you share. He started helping other animals in the jungle. He shared his food and his home. And guess what? The more he gave, the happier he became. Other animals used to stay away from Tuco because he was so stingy. Now they liked being around him. They brought him gifts, not because they wanted something, but because they liked him. One day, Pip the little bird came to visit Tuco. She brought him a pretty blue feather. Thank you for changing, Tuco, she said. You're a good friend now. Tuco smiled. Thank you, Pip. I'm sorry I wasn't nice before. I've learned that having friends is better than having things. Leo was thankful for Tuco's kindness. He decided to stay in the jungle. He made his home in a big cave near Tuco's tree. The two friends spent every day together. They had many adventures. Once, they helped a family of monkeys build a new home after a big storm. Another time, they found a lost baby tiger and helped him find his way back to his mom. Every night, animals would gather around Tuco and Leo to hear stories of their adventures. Tuco's home, once full of things he never used, was now a place where friends met and shared happy times. One day, they were walking by a pretty blue stream. The water was sparkling in the sunlight. Leo said, "You know, Tuco, when we first met, I never thought we'd be such good friends." Tuco smiled. "I know, I was so busy keeping everything for myself. I didn't see how lonely I was. You taught me about friendship and sharing." Leo laughed. His laugh was so big that the leaves on the trees shook. "And you taught me that even the hardest shell can hide a soft heart." Tuco's life had changed a lot. His home wasn't full of things anymore. It was full of friendship and happiness. The jungle seemed different too. The flowers looked prettier, the fruit tasted sweeter, the sun felt warmer. Tuco saw the world in a new way now. He saw how beautiful it was to be kind and to share. Animals came from all over the jungle to ask for their help or just to be with them. Tuco's home became a place where all animals could come. There was always food to share, stories to tell, and lots of laughing. Leo's cave became a safe place where small animals could rest when they were tired or scared. Leo never went hungry again. The jungle animals made sure he always had food. In return, Leo used his strength to help others. He reached high branches to get fruit for smaller animals. He helped build homes for animals who lost theirs in storms. He even taught young animals how to be brave and kind. Tuco, too, found ways to help. He taught other animals about sharing. He showed them all the best places to find food. And he always had time to listen when someone was sad or worried.